Alright, apparently this thing is working. I got rid of my old video software because it sucked and it kept on messing up the audio, so I've been going through a few new types. This one is called free screen to video. I don't know. We'll see if it works. Alright, the problem with the last one that I was using, which is Chem Studio, you can find that at chemstudio.org, is that it was making the controls sticky and stuff. So like if I were to hit the spacebar to fly up or whatever, I would continue flying up even after I let go of it, which is bad. So this one seems to be working well so far, but we will see once the video is done. Alright, so it is rather dark out, and now it's not. I mean, granted it's still dark out, but everything is nice and bright. Okay. So what we have here is it looks like a doorway, right? Alright, so we're going to hit this guy right here. And as you watch, there you go. It is a rotating hidden doorway. Pretty cool, right? There you go. Alright, so you only have to hit it once. I mean, you can stand on the thing too, and it'll still close. But if you want to activate it again, you actually have to hit it again. So there it is. You're probably wondering, well, okay, this is great and all, but how do you build it? Okay, so now we will go and take a look. So it looks like there's a lot. There really isn't. This is the main starting point right here. This is sort of like the switch. What's going to happen is this signal here is going to go through these two repeaters onto this block of wool right here, which controls the first piston. Goes through over here, onto this side, touches this guy, goes over here, gets over to here, and then hits this guy right here, which activates the piston that you can't see on the other side of that red block. It also activates this bottom one here, but we also need the top one to activate, so we put this little red block up here, and it activates the top one as well. After that, you take the signal, you bring it up onto a redstone repeater, up onto another block, then up onto another couple of blocks, through a repeater through this wool block, which activates that piston right there, and then it goes down onto here, onto this wool block right there, which activates the final piston. That's just the front row, that's the actual swirly part. So you also need the part that hides everything. So that'll be this piston here, and then the two that are actually connected to these facing forward. So I've got 4 pistons on this side, I've got an additional 4 over here on this side. I mean, it's pretty standard. Once the signal goes through here, it activates both of these, which then pushes those out so they're in the middle, and then once it gets over to here, it pushes these ones out too. And then right here, after it goes through the repeater onto this block, it actually activates these pistons right here once they're under here, which then pushes the blocks out. Fun, right? Alright, so after that, once this gets over to here and everything is all rotated and pushed out and everything, it goes over to here. This activates the bottom piston here, because this one right here will activate this one, but not this one. So you put this block here and it activates that one as well. And then we have this going through here onto a little latch circuit. I use these extensively in my previous videos. They're very, very useful. And then you'll see the input over here actually also goes up onto the other side of the latched input right here. Goes over here, gets inverted, goes on this one, gets inverted again. So that's off, this is off, that's what we want. Goes over to here, hits that, and then turns those on. There is an issue with timing. Like, if these are already out and pushed in, then you need the ones in the center to pull back first, and then have the little swirly thing go on. But when you're turning it on and they're in this position right here, you need the swirly thing to happen first, and then these need to push it out. So that's why I added in this latch circuit right here, because it does all of that for me. So all we need now is just a way to flip this on and off and stuff like that. So we've got this little guy right here, which goes down onto here onto this block. You can't really see it, but there's redstone right there. Goes down onto here, and then it's the same deal over here. This guy over here drops down onto this guy. We actually don't need that block there, or that block there. drops down, and it all goes onto the same line right here, which then goes into this repeater right here, which goes into this right here. Now this is a bunch of droppers and hoppers. This is a hopper facing this way. This is a hopper facing up onto here. This one right here is actually facing down, and then this hopper is connected to this right here. Then over here on this side we have a little comparator type thing. It figures out if there's something in here or not, and then if there is, it'll send it through over here until it drops onto this one right here, and then that turns off. So you hit this, shoots it up around. When it gets over into this one, it hits that. When it drops back down onto this one, then it just goes through here, lights that up, turns this on, and that's how we activate the whole thing. Now, unfortunately, I cannot take credit for this. This is actually from some people on YouTube. It is called Quickie Tiny T Flip Flop. You can just look it up in your little YouTube thing and you should be able to find it. So that's that. Relatively simple. And then when you get it all done and built, there you go. It looks just like that. Pretty cool, right? Hey, there's a village over there. Check that out. Yes, I'm a little ADD. Hope you don't mind. And we'll close that. And I'm gonna go and say hi to the village. Yay, flying. Haha. Ooh, I wonder if there's a golem around here. Probably not. So you got little guys over here. Got some stuff. Ooh, it's leaking. That's not good. Looks like they don't have a golem. Well, darn. Alright, so that was my little video. Hope you enjoyed it. It is pretty simple. You can always, if you want to build this for yourself, you can always just, follow with what I did. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here, and stay tuned for my next video. Alright, see ya!